everybody. Welcome to 500 Open Tabs. I'm Hannah Hillam.
And I'm Kaveh Taharian. I don't have any H's in my name to say it all cool like you did. But here we are. Kaveh Taharian. Can I kill him? Can I kill him?
Can I kill him?
Can I kill him? Can I kill him?
Can I kill him? Hannah Hillam, she'll kill him. No, there was one time I think this cartoonist drew my grandpa and he wrote, "He'll thrill him and kill him, he's Hillam." And I've always remembered that.
That's pretty cool. You're going to kill him through podcasting or cartooning. I don't know.
Goodbye, everybody. Rip.
Listen,
I'm killing all of you.
Speaking of podcasting, I'm sorry, I said the opposite one. Speaking of cartooning.
Yeah.
What's going on, Hannah? What are we doing in a couple weeks?
We're going to be in Seattle at Emerald City Comic Con.
Yeah. We forgot to mention it, of course, because that's how we roll. Yeah.
Time doesn't exist until something's happening. All right.
Also, table number doesn't matter because you can't even see the numbers of the tables anyway because they're all covered with all the gigantic signs that we put up around. So just come find us, whatever it is.
We'll be in Artist Alley. Wander until you see us, but don't.
Yeah. We'll be screaming.
Probably. Or we'll be sitting in silence drawing. It's either one or the other.
True.
There's never anything in between.
I'll be yelling at you about something, and then you'll be laughing or just yelling back at me. We have a good time, man. We have a great time. We really have, honestly, we talk about this all the time. It really is just every time we do a show, it's just you and I being insane for 4 days straight, just being mentally ill. It's the most fun I have every couple months.
Yeah, same.
It's the only reason I keep doing these things.
Honestly, I was just about to say the same thing. I was going to say the other day, I pictured doing one without you, and I was like, that sounds really boring.
What is the point?
And I don't want to do it. I probably would have not done these.
I agree. Come be insane with us. Come have a great time. Come join them, which I think, if I remember last year at Emerald City, a couple of people were insane with us. Was it Blake? Was their name?
Yeah, we
Ninja
gave him
Turtles
a tattoo.
Tattoos.
The Gwen Stefani tribute toilet Ninja Turtle tattoo.
Yeah.
That's
no,
a
they
tongue
bought
twister.
them for us. We didn't give it to them.
No, I made those tattoos.
Oh, I thought. Oh, but wasn't it like their design?
Yes.
Yes, that's what it was. Wow. Hannah, I'm taking everybody else's credit. Credit for everybody else's work.
I've told you
By
this
the way,
before.
We're not recording at 11 a.m., which I normally do, so I'm a little bit late.
It is my culture to steal, okay? We got cheese and we got theft. All right? Give me that.
Cheese theft.
We're not recording in the morning, so this guy is mush for brains, and I'm just ramping up.
You're just ramping up. The thing is I'm ramped. I'm like, if we recorded at 8 a.m., you wouldn't be able to handle it. I would be, because I'm just fully firing on all cylinders. We could try. Let's do an episode where we record at 8 a.m. and you basically are like, I can't do this.
You've seen me in the mornings. I wake up in a full panic every single morning.
Yeah, you'll just start pacing around. And I don't think you'll actually sit still.
I pace. I have to have my morning pace, and then I have to have my morning freak out.
Yeah. My morning scream.
Seriously. This morning it was like, Sean was like, let's go get breakfast. And I was like, I don't want to go get breakfast. No! And he was like, oh. And I'm like, I'm running from an animal right now. Something's trying to kill me. I had to come down and be like, let's get a bagel. I'm not in danger. Anyway.
So my tab for today began last month, a few weeks back.
Okay.
I came into the living room and Sarah was doing work, as she often does. She always loves to just sit and work on her laptop on the couch. And when she does that, she'll always have the TV on in the background.
It's the millennial setup.
It's like her emotional support show that she's not really paying attention to, but it's just something that's playing so that there's some sort, it's like feigning some sort of community that exists in the living room with her. But
there's a whole article and scientific study on that, by the way.
Is there really?
Yeah.
About how it's you needed to feel like you're part of something, so you don't feel totally isolated.
Especially for a neurodivergent and ADHD people.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, you're not a science person.
I'm a skunk,
You're
dude.
a skunkicist. Yeah, you're a skunkatist. Anyway, so usually it's Golden Girls or something is that's her main comfort show. But then there'll be a lot of random stuff that she by her own definition will be like, oh, sometimes just put on crap because you just want noise. But on this particular day, she was watching reruns of Seinfeld.
Oh.
And I forget, how Seinfeld are you? Are you pretty Seinfeld or are you not that Seinfeld?
Yeah. Seinfeld, so it was a huge pillar of my childhood, just because again I had young parents, and I just remember watching it with them as a 6-year-old.
So you're somewhat familiar with it. It's not a bunch of other stuff. So the episode that was playing was The Gymnast. Do you remember that episode?
Give me some cute some moments from it.
Jerry's dating a gymnast. This is the short version of it. But
I don't think I remember that episode.
Anyway, so it's like every plot in every Seinfeld episode. There's 5 different plots happening. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
But the plot that was really funny that I was watching that caught my interest was about Kramer because Kramer became obsessed with something that I had not thought about for years. And it was a phenomenon that at one point in time had us all gripped by the throat and just as quickly became totally irrelevant.
Oh my gosh.
And I totally forgotten about this. And I'm talking about, of course, the one and only. You want to guess what it is?
No.
You don't want to guess? Okay.
No, I want to. I like this suspense. It could be a billion things.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Is it a trend? Is it a trend?
I mean, technically, it's a trend. It's something that was popular and then it was not
toy?
Popular. Not quite. No, not exactly.
Okay.
2 words. Magic eye.
Wait. Something is stirring. What?
I just watched you Ratatouille right now. Or just went. It just went all back into your childhood.
Oh, hold on. Magic eye.
Do you remember Magic Eye?
Oh. The thing where you can see a boat. You can see the boat. You can see you can see different things. Like you have to like stare at it. What were they doing? Were they hypnotizing us?
Yes. Yep.
Because, dude. What? I feel like those were there to to destroy us. Because I remember just being like, I see nothing. Yeah, magic eye. Okay, go get into it.
So, Hannah, for those of our listeners who might be younger or weren't aware of it, why don't you explain to them what the magic eye phenomenon was in the 90s?
Yeah, so it was just like these posters. I encountered it like at a book fair. They would sell a poster that had like some crazy warped, like trippy acid trip looking image. And it had, and the more you looked at it, and if you looked at it in a certain way, you could see another image appear in it the longer you looked at it. And there was tons of these. Like they had them in, like I saw one in a museum once. Like and they're trippy. They're trippy looking. It's hard to explain. They're like Technicolor. And sometimes if you look a certain way, you can see the image that's in it that kind of start to appear or like make itself, or you start to perceive it.
Yeah,
I guess posters.
An important thing is like it's not just that you're seeing an image; you're seeing a 3-dimensional image on a tube.
Right.
It's kind of like the way you would see like when you used to have these old holograms, right?
Yeah.
Like the really crazy ones they'd have on like comic book covers or like or like cards and stuff. It was like it looked like it was going into the page. Yeah, it was like that, but like on a weird, like you said, acid trip image that was abstract that had no form whatsoever.
And it looked like it could, like the image or the 3D image could kind of pop out when it did. Yeah. For a long time, you can't see it though. Like I always struggled because I would just get impatient and I would feel like there was pressure on me to look and see. But then suddenly it would be like, there it's popping out. Anyway, magic eye.
That's what those were.
I forgot all about magic eye.
Right. And yet at one point it was literally like every single thing everywhere all the time.
In school, in like stores, on
Malls,
TV.
Bookstores, toy stores, every single like ounce or inch of our lives were like covered in magic eye stuff. Yeah. What? So of course I'm watching it and I was like, what was the deal with magic eye? It can't just be magic. It's just your eyes. I don't know. That's my terrible Seinfeld impression. Anyway, so I was like, I forgot about that. So I was like, I want to do a tab on magic eye. Like, well, how did that shit work? What was that all about? So that's my tab today. Is going to be about magic eye.
I'm going to say this calmly because I need to be calm, but I'm so excited for this.
Good. I'm glad.
Thrilled.
So I watched a bunch of like explainers and shit and like read a bunch of stuff and like tried to get into the history of it. So basically I too, like you, I'm now a scientist and I know exactly how this works and I'm going to explain it. And it's actually a little bit simpler than you would think. I thought I was going to be like, I don't know, it's just magic eye. It's clearly magic.
Someone put a spell on it.
But no, it's cool. It's actually, there's a lot of analogs in being an illustrator and an artist with this that makes it kind of fun. So like by knowing how to draw and observe and draw, you can understand the concepts of it.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I was actually really excited once I kind of figured it out. So I'm going to walk you through it. So these images are known as autostereograms. That's the term for them.
Autostereograms?
Yes, which I kept calling autoerotic stereograms.
Yeah, autoerotic stereofixations.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how the lead singer of NXS died.
It's true. And David Carradine, I believe, as well, when he was in Thailand.
Yeah, of these magic eyes, I'm saying.
Of the magic eye, That's how they died. At the magic eye too hard while jerking out. They were trying to find the image to jerk off to, and they couldn't get it, and that's how they died.
They died out of a broken heart. No, it's not funny. This shouldn't be. I mean,
whatever.
Not trying to make fun of their deaths.
It's fine.
Good.
Autoerotic asphyxiation is always going to be something that you make fun of. George Carlin's bit about it is really funny. He's like, autoerotic asphyxia. You ever heard of it? Anyway, whatever. So
go on.
First, we need to talk about a term called stereopsis, which I kept calling sepsis, but stereopsis.
Man. Our brains work very similarly.
Yeah. So
sepsis.
Stereopsis. It's very simple. Okay. So you got two eyes, right?
Yeah.
And they're separate, right? Wow. It's about, I think the average is around 60 millimeters apart from each other, give or take.
Mine says 58 right here for my eye exam that I just did.
Oh, you literally just did this. That's funny.
I have it. Yeah, 58.
That's funny. 58. So if you were to take what your eyes do, right, is that you get two images beamed into your head, about 60 millimeters apart, right? Yeah. And depending on how close or far away something is that you're looking at, the image will be slightly different.
Oh, right. I used to, like, when I couldn't go to sleep at night, I used to, like, shut one eye and see what I could see. And then,
Exactly. So, like, if some shit's far away from you, the two eyes are going to see, it's going to look like a little bit flat because it's kind of similar, right? But if some shit's, like, closer to your face and, like, to your right or to your left, it's going to look really Let's just say, like, your hand like this is in front of your left eye. It's going to look really different in your left eye than it is in your right eye. And
I can't even see it.
Right. No, I don't mean blocking. I mean, like, if it's close to your face, like this.
No, I know.
So it's like, it looks really different from left eye to right eye, right?
Right.
But the cool thing is that your brain takes these two images and it just goes in and it just all pew, pew, pew. It does like all these cool calculations and shit. And then it makes it all like 3D.
That's
and it
wild.
just processes it. Yeah. Your brain just figures it out because the brain's awesome.
We're kind of incredible creatures.
Truly. Biology is awesome. And so that's how stereosepsis works, right? That's just that's the concept of that. So back in the 1800s, an English physicist named Sir Charles Wheatstone applies this idea to the recently invented camera, and he comes up with the stereoscope, which could merge two photographs together to create the illusion of depth. It seemed like you know a lot about the stereoscope. You're like, how do I not info dump about the stereoscope?
I just got really into my husband's parents got a slide projector for Christmas.
Okay.
Like an old timey one. And there was a bunch of, we were like talking all about how like the focus on that works. It's very similar in like the way that you have, anyway, go on.
Wheatstone comes up with the stereoscope. And then the way that a stereoscope works is that each eye is provided with its own photograph. So what he'll do is he created like a camera that is sort of the same distance apart as your eyes are.
Okay.
And then 60. You photograph something, right?
Right.
And then the information that's taken into each camera is the same thing that you would see in each eye.
Oh, okay. And then
Are you following?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. So each camera is replicating your left eye and your right eye. Yeah. And then the way that the stereoscope works is like you just take prints of each one of those images and you put them into this contraption, and then you sort of like tunnel vision-y block out the rest. So you're not like looking, it's like if you're just looking at it, like holding it up, it wouldn't be the same thing because you're seeing everything else. But by like putting it into the stereoscope and only looking at those two images, your brain is like hacked. And then it's just like, oh, okay, I'm looking at something that's 3D because I'm seeing two images that are very similar, but like a little bit different because one's from like the left side and one's the right side. So it sort of tricks your brain into thinking it's dimensional. Are you following? Does that make sense?
I am. It's just wild to think that that's all of this is just done already without us even trying or thinking. It's just, this is how we work.
Yeah.
And to even invent something like it takes a bunch of work. Anyway.
Yeah, but it's really simple. It's really not that. At the end of the day, it's like once you have the camera, you can just do this.
Right.
So it just took somebody to be like, here's the thing that you can put it into. So like when we were kids, it was the what the hell is it called? Not the I always called it the viewfinder, the little red thing you put on your eyes. The red thing that you click, 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 click. Master Finder, I think is what it was called. Yeah.
Master View
or something.
I thought it was Viewfinder.
Viewfinders for cameras. This is a different term. Whatever.
You're right.
That thing. That's the kind of shit. That's basically the same principle. That's all it is. It's just two photos, the same distance apart as your eyes. You're blocking out everything else. So your eyes are only looking at those photographs. And then your brain thinks it's looking at something. It's not perfect. It's not one-to-one. But like that gives you the illusion and it gives you that trick and it gives you that phenomenon. So it's like really fun. So this goes all the way back to the 1800s.
They have some of these up at that Victorian arcade in San Francisco that we went to.
Oh, the one that we went to?
The one you wouldn't touch anything inside of?
Except for the Miss Pac-Man table that I got the high score on.
You look, to this day, most amazing thing you've ever done.
That's it. I'll never top that.
Just die. But there's some in there that you can go view like slideshows of like the San Francisco earthquake fire damage and like ladies dressed in one
scantily clad showing their ankles,
but really there's like, look at this porn and it's like a lady with like a sheet on her.
Oh my
I'm like, wow,
this sheet is scandalous.
I can't. What's under it?
Ooh.
Anyway, so I've looked in one of these, like, they used to have these people to look in as like you pay for it and you have like a,
yep.
you know.
So it's popular. At one point, someone invents like a small version of it so you can look at it at home. And it's like, you know, it's like a fad. It's people are excited about it. There's this whole other tangent about apparently it was used like during war with the Nazis and shit, where they were like, oh, okay, if we have like 2 cameras as we're flying over areas, it'll give us the concept of like depth. Because if you're doing like an overhead map, you don't know how tall or small or like short something is. So a lot of times they would just put flat stuff to make it look overhead with one camera, like it was something that was actually there when in fact it wasn't. So like, does that make sense?
To like have the perception of depth.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So it looked like there was more like tanks or whatever than there actually were, but it was really just like a flat drawing or something. It was like a map painting or some shit. So they used that during war. Anyway, so like a bunch of stuff happens like all throughout the early part of the 20th century and people like it. As they say in Seinfeld, yada, 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 until the 1960s. And in the 1960s, a neuroscientist named Bela Ulez creates a computer-generated random dot stereogram.
Oh.
And in his experiments...
Wait, okay, I was going to say, is this a lady or is this Bella in like the Hungarian sense of the name?
I believe it's Bella in the Hungarian sense of the name.
Yeah, okay.
Remember, Bela Ulez. Bela Ulez made an image filled with like a bunch of dots, right? Okay. Nothing recognizable, just an abstract, kind of like static on a TV screen or something, which people listening have no idea what that is if you're under the age of 30. But
which a lot of them
just
are.
Be static on the TV.
A lot of our listeners are like in their 20s.
Young people, they're learning from the elders. That's why they're like, oh, these old people are sharing their fire. We're the one. I don't know why I gave them the young voice. We're the ones with the old voice.
Oh, no, I want to picture all of them being young, old people.
With old voices, yeah.
Hey, you.
It's just a bunch of dots. It's like a pattern of dots that look in a certain way. Then he took that image and he duped it. And then he shifted in the center of the image a couple of the dots over a few pixels, right?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine, let's say you take a Photoshop file, right? Yeah. Then you use the selection tool, like a square in the middle of it. And then you just go tick, 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 and then you move it over like 5 pixels. And then there's like a blank little white space now because you've moved the center of it over like 5 pixels. Then he added like a bunch of new dots in that white space.
Okay, got
Following?
it. Yes.
This is all very visual explanation. So now he's got
I can picture
the original image. Mm-hmm. Then he's got image number 2, which is the exact same thing with the exception of the little square in the middle that's moved over 5 pixels.
Yes.
This sounds
like... Is it
like
overlapping exact? Like the dots are overlapping exact, or are they kind of offset?
With the exception... So that's a good question. So the part that is... So this is 2 separate images. It's not one image yet, right?
Oh, I see.
So they're still working in stereo. Bella's still working in stereoscope. So now he's got this one image and this one image.
Got it.
And he puts it into the stereoscope and you can see the square in the middle start to pop out, right?
Cool.
And it becomes dimensional. Now, on its surface, it doesn't sound that crazy, right? Because if you took 2 photographs, like I said before, of your hand or whatever, and you did that, the hand feels dimensional because your brain is seeing it.
Fixing it, yeah.
But what this proved, which is really interesting, is that your brain can decipher pure depth. You actually don't need visual cues. You can literally hack your brain to perceive depth with just dots or like abstract forms. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Uh-huh.
So I was going to explain this in terms of drawing, and I figured you can weigh in on here, but like effectively, like when you learn how to draw, you're like, well, how do you show depth in a drawing or a painting? It's like, we got to have perspective lines, like something that's further back is like less colorful or it's like less detailed, but when it's closer to you, like it's more detailed. Something will overlap. Colors are more saturated when they're closer, but when they're further away, it's lighter. And because there's like atmosphere in the air, that kind of shit.
We learned about that in my plein air painting class. That like certain distances, like colors would disappear. Like you can't see certain colors at certain distances, which is why mountains far away look purple. Because I think purple and red are the last ones to vanish. I can't remember. There's 2 colors that are the last ones to not be perceived because they have such long wavelengths as compared to like green and red. And anyway, I can't remember.
Exactly. Right. So this is all the kind of stuff you learn when you're drawing.
Right.
But he learned that he's like, you actually don't need any of that. So you can make images that purely trick the brain into perceiving depth. That's it. So like I said earlier, when it's just all those dots, and then he duplicated it, and then he took the square shape and just moved that square over a couple pixels. When you put the 2 of them over, all of a sudden the square pops out.
That's pretty cool.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah,
it's actually really interesting. It's like
really
depth
simple.
is a pure. It's like you purely perceive depth unrelated to any anchors of any kind.
That's wild. I mean, I know here's the thing, that feeling of when you can start to do like I know you know what I mean, and everyone knows what I mean when you're looking at one of those magic eyes and you suddenly feel yourself shift, and it's almost like a relaxing of the brain.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, whoop, now I can see it.
Yes.
Or like that one dress color that happened back in was it 2015?
Was it the gold or blue
or
whatever the hell it was?
And like, I was like, I'll die on this hill. It is absolutely not white and gold. But then suddenly I saw it. And now I couldn't see what it was before. Like, it's just one of those things where like, whoop, you know, you can feel yourself like kind of like dipping into it. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I understand. And this gets interesting because, so he learns, right? So that's Ulez, right? That's his contribution in the 1960s. He figures it out. So Ulez has, I don't know if it's like a student or somebody that worked with him, but he basically, somehow this other guy gets trained to become a visual neuroscientist himself. And it's a guy named Christopher Tyler, who I will now refer to as Cry-Ty.
Cry-Ty? Cry-Ty, good to meet you. Professor Cry-Ty.
Professor Cry-Ty. He's crying when he's tying his
He's got a tie on, and he cries whenever he puts it on.
He cries when he puts on the tie. When he puts on the tie,
reminds him of the corporate grind. And
yeah, exactly.
So
Cry-Ty, he figures out the whole idea about like crossing your eyes and shit. Remember, because up until this point, even with Ulez, it's like it's two different images.
I just picture Cry-Ty walking in cross-eyed and being like, check out what I just figured out. Cry-Ty.
That's why he's crying all the time, because he's like, I can't see straight. What the hell?
Fun fact, I can only cross one of my eyes.
That's bizarre. Why only one? It's so lazy.
I don't know.
Bother crossing both your eyes.
If I cross the other one, I have to put my finger in front of it to make it cross. Hang on. Are they both crossing?
I can't see because your finger is blocking your other eye.
Are they both crossing?
Sure. I'm going to take a screenshot of this and then be like, that's the thumbnail for the episode.
Anyway. Cry-Ty.
So Cry-Ty, he figures it out. And he's like, the way that this works is that, again, it's about depth. But instead of just the image tricking the depth, you can also get your eyes to trick in terms of depth as well. So effectively, what you do is when you're looking at an image that's directly in front of you, right? Okay, so hold on, let me back up here. It's complicated to explain. I didn't realize it's a little bit more complicated just to explain through a podcast as opposed to like
visually
having it in person. But like, so the distance from here, from me looking at the laptop screen, right? Or you looking at the screen, let's just say that's like 3 feet or something. Right. So when you're looking at an image that's on the laptop screen, your eyes are trying to focus on like 3 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
But what he said what he figures out is that he's like, okay, well, if you train your eye to focus on something that's like 4 feet in front of you, but the image that is on the laptop screen is like 3 feet in front of you, that also tricks your brain.
Oh,
does that make sense?
Kind of.
Okay. What doesn't make sense? Just so we can, if you don't understand this, you're not going to understand the rest of it.
So what is the difference between do this, just explain that again. So like 3 feet in front of me, how can it trick to be 4 feet?
You are by crossing your eyes, you are tricking your brain into focusing, not literally crossing it, but like,
I did.
You're training your brain by training your eye to look at like something that's 4 feet in front of you, even though the actual image is 3 feet in front of you. You can do that. Like
you can do that. You can switch off between middle ground.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
just do that. Yeah. Let's call it mid-plane. So the mid-plane is the laptop, but what you're actually focusing on is the background plane, right? In this scenario. So essentially what that does is if you have the image that's on the middle plane, in this case, that's the laptop.
Yeah.
But you're focusing on the thing that's like 4 feet behind you, which is the background plane. Your brain is looking at an image on the middle plane, and it's much, let's say, like what I was talking about before, which is like the dot. Remember the dot square thing that I was just talking about that Ulez did? Now, if you overlap the two of those images onto each other in one image, you don't need a stereoscope. Are you following? You don't need the actual
I'm testing it out as you say this.
Okay, yeah.
That's why
all I'm seeing is your eyes bouncing around back and forth, and I'm like, I can't.
I'm listening, and I'm just my bad. I may as well just yawn and throw you off even more. No, I'm just testing it out, and yes, I'm
basically the long and the short of it is he realizes like you don't actually need a stereoscope. You can put both of those into one image, as long as you figure out like a guide to how to get your eye to focus on something slightly further away instead of the actual image that you're looking at. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I want to know how you'd get the eye to do that then.
It's like a lot of the examples I saw were like, there'll be two, if you look at the old posters, there'll be like two dots on the top of them.
Oh, right. And it like
what
anchors.
So what you're supposed to do is you have to look at the two dots and then you like blur your eyes back and forth and cross them until you see three dots.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
And then once you see the three dots, that's the trick to like getting your eye to focus on something that's further away than the image that you're directly looking at in front of you.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay. Yep. I remember this. Those two little dots.
So you just don't need the stereoscope anymore. Now, like he figured out like the muscle and the depth perception of the eye and all that. And so he's like, okay, if you do that, all of it goes into one image. And now you don't need two images and you don't need a stereoscope to do it.
That's wild.
Right?
Yeah. Because that's you're not changing you're changing the image. It's not something that you need to look through. It's something that you need to adjust to. Something.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
And suddenly, so it's like between the picture and the brain, we've now hacked ourselves into looking at like some weird magical thing that's not actually in 3 dimensions.
Crazy. Okay. I
just want to make sure before I go on, like you're following all this.
I'm following and I understand.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like blown away by this because
yeah,
it really feels magic. But then when you talk about this, it's extremely simple.
Yeah, it is weirdly, really, I was like, oh, this is way simpler than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
So this is Krytai, right? And he pairs up with a programmer named Maureen Clark, and they create like this wild algorithm, but like the cool kind, not the one that like radicalizes you.
Yeah.
And
not the one that turns you into like a white supremacist.
Yeah. No, not a Nazi algorithm. It's like actually cool for like images and stuff. And they do all kinds of like crazy calculations, and they start using what they call like I guess it's called a depth map.
Huh.
And so what a depth map does, I'm going to send you a picture that you can look at. So essentially what it does is it'll take an image and it'll reduce it to black and white or like a series of grays.
Uh-huh.
Right. And I think I just sent you a picture. It's like a turtle with a hat on.
It's a turtle with a hat on.
Yeah.
I like this turtle style and general aura.
Me too.
But yeah, it's like it shows like the front of the turtle is very opaque, and then it shows the depth as it goes back into different opaque opacities.
Exactly.
As you look closer. What's the perspective as the perspective changes?
Yes. So this is a little bit later in terms of an image that they would use, but because this is in like the early 80s, this is very like, it would be much more primitive than this. But the idea would be that like it reduces, like you said, to light and dark. So if you put a 3D image, let's say of your stupid face into a depth map, your ugly face that's stupid and dumb.
Cross-eyed face.
I'm sorry, that sounded mean. I'm totally kidding.
It's fine. I can take it.
I know. So what's closer is brighter, and what's further away is darker. So let's just take my stupid face. My giant ass nose, if you're looking forward, the brightest part of an image of me would be the tip of my giant nose is going to be bright white. And then this little like, mullety type thing of the back of my head where like my hair is sticking out, that would be the closest value without being black, but close to black.
This is just figure drawing. This is what I learned in figure drawing.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, this is like all just depth.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how algorithms work, obviously, but something about the algorithm could figure out like this image, if you take this strip of whatever, like let's say dots, because they're always abstract, right? Because effectively all it is like you'll draw like a strip of something. And then depending on how close or far it's repeated across the page, that will give you cues of depth.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So they're using the algorithm to figure that out because it's complicated. It's one thing to be like, well, I just have a box. But if it's like, okay, here's like this shape of like a turtle with a hat on, and then this part of the turtle is closer and that part of the turtle is farther away. Like it's like, that's my new computer sounds. Yeah. They do computer shit to figure it out. But at this point,
dial up tones and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. The image is not that complicated. It's not that sophisticated yet because we're still not really in an era where like 3D imagery, even as like, Pixar is not a thing yet. Like we're not, there's not like these complex, vector whatevers to like make really cool imagery that is 3D created. Like there's no Maya or anything. Right. So it'll just be like a square popping out or like a number or, like really simple stuff. Anyway, so then we cut to the 80s, right? So so something around like the mid 80s, shortly after, there's a guy named Tom Bechet, right?
Okay.
And Tom Bechet is a former, apparently this is real, a hippie bus driver.
Okay.
And he's now working.
Only hippies allowed on this bus. What is that about? Oh, is he a hippie? Oh, okay.
He's a hippie who used to drive some hippie bus for some reason.
Okay,
I don't know.
Like the Summer of Love,
kind of thing. Yeah.
Rainbow looking buses.
Yeah. So he's now working, which this is actually not uncommon. He's now working for Pentica Systems, which is a computer hardware company. This is very common in the Bay Area that happened. All the hippies just became computer programmers.
A lot of them did. They didn't leave here. They just shifted into being programmers.
I mean, that's literally all Apple was. Apple is just Steve Jobs and Wozniak were like hippies. We're like, oh, okay, like a homebrew computer club. Like we're doing computers now. Anyway, so this guy, but he's on the East Coast. So he's like, I think they're right outside Boston. And one day, I think he's in charge of like ads or something, like some creative part of the business of Pentica. And Tom's hanging out and he's like, I don't know, he's having like an acid flashback or some shit. I don't know. He's just hanging out there. And his boss comes in and he's like, Tomboy, we got the hottest product on the market right now and everybody wants to advertise it. It's like Leo Burnett wants this job. Wyden and Kennedy is gunning for it. I practically had to punch the head of the media arts lab to get him off my nuts, but I held strong. You know why, Tommy? Because I knew you were the guy to make this ad.
I know an old bus driver. I know the perfect guy.
It's the most important ad of all time. You know what it's for? And Tom's like, oh my God, what is it? And he's like, Tommy, it's for a MIME in circuit emulator that helps debug computer systems.
Oh, it's just like overtook me. Oh my God.
Dream ad campaign.
Stop.
Yeah. This is why you do it for the love of the game of stuff like that. You just work to get to the MIME in circuit emulator that helps debug computer systems.
Come on, guys.
And Tom's like, oh my God, I'm the chosen one. This is it. Yeah. This is what I've been waiting for my entire life. And, he's doing the whole like Mad Men, Don Draper thing, but instead of alcoholism, he's a hippie. So he's probably like, I don't know, smoking a lot of weed or dropping acid. By the way, I have no idea if this man's still doing drugs. I'm just making fun of him. I have no idea if this is true. Anyway, in my mind, in this story, he is. And he's like,
are these people still alive? If so, sorry.
Yes, they are. Sorry, Tom, if you're listening to this and you said, but maybe he'll message us and be like, by the way, I still do trip some acid every now and again. But anyway, so he's trying to figure it out and he's going back and forth. And he's like, I don't know what to do. He's like, MIME in circuit emulator, MIME in circuit emulator, MIME in circuit. And then bam, a lightning bolt of inspiration comes to him seemingly from the gods. You know what every single person on the planet loves more than anything, Hannah?
What? Mimes?
Mimes!
You know what? I would draw a robot mime and it would be going, buy my emulator. That's my ad idea. Sorry, I stepped on that. I have no idea. What were you going to say?
No, literally mimes. Yes, that was the whole point.
Did I guess it?
Yes.
What? My brain latched onto the word mime. And I kept picturing a robot mime, like taking itself apart like a computer. It's actually mimes?
Yes, sir, Bob. It's right there in the name.
I feel like I've been like drugged. Okay. What?
So he pitches this concept.
I was joking.
This is a hippie. Remember, he's done a bunch of acid and smoked weed and shit. So he's like, I don't know. I guess we should have a mime. And so he's like, how about a mime stands at the end of a conference table and his arm is digitally altered to appear as if it were plugged into a series of wires that connected to a computer.
So I was close with my idea.
Effectively, yes. Somehow a mime with his hand plugged into the computer was a play on chairman of the board. I do not understand why. I don't get it. I tried to look for the image in the ad. I couldn't really find it, but because I don't know what the shit he's talking about, but I'm sure it was great.
Sure.
And so
I bet all the chairman of the board were like, I do put my hand in the
Genius.
computer. That is what I do.
He's like a mime putting his hand in a computer. That's it. So, he writes the copy.
I'm just a mime putting my hand in a computer, standing in front of you. Okay. Asking. Okay, go on.
Asking, yeah. And pretty soon it's mime time. He writes the copy. He hires a photographer.
Time. Yeah. They hate mimes.
And most important of all, he has to hire the star of the ad, which is, of course, a mime. And listen, I can just imagine him holding auditions for mimes like in secret, because if anybody got word that there was going to be a bunch of mimes concentrated in one area, all the ladies within like a 5-mile radius would have just all gotten pregnant, immediately pregnant, just because of the raw sexual power that mimes have. You just walk by if you're a mime, pregnant.
I'm sick of having mime babies.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sick of it. I have to be silent while giving birth because I'm a mime. Quiet birth. Yeah. Silently screaming.
The mime is like your doctor pulling the baby out, the fake umbilical cord.
The whole thing is mimed.
Yeah.
The baby comes out. It's like, I'm not in the womb. And it's like doing the thing with the box.
Oh, anyway. It's in the womb. Yeah. I think we can actually mime an entire childbirth right now.
I think we could. I mean, I could.
Yeah.
Even the... Nope. Even
Please resist the urge to give birth on camera, Hannah. I know that we're trying to get more people to watch our YouTube channel, but that might be a bridge too far. We might get canceled for that by YouTube. Anyway, so eventually he lands on a mime. I couldn't stop laughing at it.
Sorry.
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Lands on a mime?
Lands on a mime.
Chooses one. I was like,
chooses a mime.
I heard you say land mine, and then I heard you say land on a mine, and then I heard you say land on a mime, and I pictured
land mime.
I have to not talk about mimes anymore.
Okay. So this guy's name is Ron. His last name is Labbe. Is it Labe? Labe? I don't know. There's no accent on it, so I'm just going to call him Lab.
It's not good. It's not good. Labia.
Labia. Yeah. He's a mime.
I'm Mr. Labia, the mime.
Yeah. Mr. Labia, the mime. I told you, raw sexual power. So I just want to say this up front. I actually have no feelings against mimes. I just thought it was just easy. This is low hanging fruit to make fun of them.
Yeah.
So in addition to miming, Rob was also super into 3D photography. And for
what?
I know. Contain yourself, Hannah. You can't divorce your husband and marry him now. Okay.
I'm already writing the paper. I'm already signing the papers.
Family to think about it. Yeah. Anyway, he's really into 3D photography, and for reasons I cannot fathom, and I do not understand why, he brought one of his stereo cameras to the shoot.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
Because if you're going to be a mime, you're also going to want other forms of attention. Okay, there's a part of you that's a jester. You're a jester. You want to. I'm going to be a mime. I have to bring my other things. I'm a bag of tricks. I don't know. I think I'm just seeing them as like a theater person. Which, hey, I was one of them.
Yes.
You gotta, more attention.
So he brings the 3D camera to the shoot. I guess they shoot or whatever, and then the next thing you know, Tom's like, "What's that?" And Ron is like, it's a 3D camera, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, how do I learn more about this? So Ron points Tom to a magazine called Stereo World. And Tom sees a story about autostereograms, right? Autoerotic stereograms.
Stereogram fixation, yeah.
It's an article about autostereograms created by none other than our boy, Cry-Ty.
Cry-Ty.
Right?
It's Cry-Ty.
It's Cry-Ty. It's mime time with
Cry-Ty. Welcome to Mime Time with Cry-Ty.
So Tom sees the article and he's reading about it, right? And then basically he creams jeans right then and there. He's like, holy shit, this is the thing. He's like, my whole life has been leading towards this. Cream and jeans.
It's been a while since I've heard those words.
It's been like almost a year. I think I exhausted it all last season, all in one episode.
You used up all of them in one episode. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tom, season 3, Cream Jeans is making a comeback.
Oh.
Tom Bechet creams jeans at Cry-Ty's autoerotic stereograms from the mime time.
The mime minds. That's where mimes who work in mines.
The mimes of Moria that are all like this.
The mimes of Moria? That's the best thing I've ever heard. Pippin accidentally wakes up a bunch of undead mimes.
My cousin will mime an explosion so epic you will not believe it.
That's not a... Okay.
Gimli's cousin was a mime in the Mimes of Moria.
If we still named episodes based on like a joke
Mimes
we made,
of Moria.
Mimes of Moria. Actually, we might need to go back to that just for this episode.
Let us know in the comments. Mimes of
Moria. I'm obsessed.
Yeah. Anyway, I got to move on. I'm getting over time. We've gone a little bit long.
Whatever.
So it doesn't matter, right? So anyway, so he decides right then and there that an auto stereogram was absolutely going to be in whatever the next ad was that he was going to make for the company. He makes one of like the random dot ones, and on the ad, actually, I think I have a copy of it. So it's not a very high res image, unfortunately, but you can kind of see it. But
wow, Pentica loves puzzles, and it just looks like the on an old TV when it's like the fuzzy between channel.
The static,
Static. It looks like that, but there's those 2 dots at the top. And there's a bunch of, these old ads are crazy. They just have like 6 or 7 paragraphs explaining the product.
It's crazy. Back when people had time to read. I guess the contemporary equivalent would be like a QR code or like a bar or like a UPC or something. Is sort of what image wise would look similar. But anyway, so they published this ad and it says Pentica loves puzzles. Finding the number in this picture is like finding the bug on your program. When you know how to look at it right, it jumps out at you. And I think part of like what the explanation is there. So then it's like the phrase M700 is embedded in that image.
Okay.
And that has something to do with like something with Pentica or like the model of the mime, whatever. Basically, it's like a little puzzle, right? And then he's like, if you find the thing in there, like go ahead and like reach out to us and let us know because you can get like a prize. And this ad is just like, it's a huge hit, a massive hit. Because this is also being advertised to like dorky computer guys.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, they love this.
They love it. They love it. They're obsessed. And the ad became so popular that readers tore the page out of the magazine and pinned it up in offices. They faxed it to their friends. So it kind of achieved like a proto-virality, like before being viral was a thing.
This is a meme.
Yeah. And he keeps kind of working on it and it's cool. And then finally in 1991 is when everything comes together because Tom Tom Club meets Sherry Smith. And Sherry Smith is a freelance
people that are involved in this.
Yes. I'm going through all the lineage of it, but
I love it.
Sherry Smith is a freelance artist who was working at the nearby Imageability, which was a computer graphics company. And Sherry was training clients to use its sophisticated 3D animation and computer graphics workstations.
Cool.
So she's an artist by trade. And then also is like, at that point, 3D art and 3D imagery is like very, very early days.
Yeah. Like Jurassic Park days. Remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
I knew a movie.
Yes. But she's like on the cutting edge of it. She's both working in tech and also has an art background. And so she's got like, and I guess Tom had been to the office of Imageability for some reason. Again, these are just like cross-pollination kind of things. And there was some cool art on the walls. And he was like, oh, who made those? And they were like, oh, Sherry. So it's like, he went and met Sherry. And Tom had only been using clip art in the auto stereograms that he knew. That he made because that's all he knew how to use. He didn't have like these cool, sophisticated images. And Tom, to his credit, is smart. And he decided to hire an artist to make his work better because smart people hire artists because they value art and their contributions to society and that they shouldn't be replaced by plagiarism machines. And so cool, Tom, thumbs up. Everyone should be like Tom always and forever.
Good job, Tom. Hire artists.
Tom does that. And Tom shows Sherry this whole autoerotic.
Sherry's like, no, thanks.
Yeah, not the autoerotic one. But
Tom, why are you dressed as a mime? I don't understand.
He shows her the auto stereogram concept. She hadn't really seen it before.
I bet that blew her mind.
Yeah, she's creaming her jeans. Next thing you know, she's like, holy shit.
All
this is amazing. Yeah, exactly.
All the possibilities.
Yeah. Because at this point, it's just clip art. She's like, dude, you can make crazy shit. And it's also just static. It's like the image itself. So she's like, multiple things can be made more beautiful. Like the image itself that's the 3D image embedded in it can be more interesting. And also even these patterns can be more interesting and colorful. It doesn't have to just be like dots. And they go off to the races, right? And they work. There's there's like a couple people that are there. They're sort of like building. So they write more algorithms and she comes up with like cool, beautiful designs. And then that's all, algorithmed and computered and shit. And she's like, okay, what if we do something more sophisticated like this turtle, for example, or like a shark, like, because she knows how to image them in 3D.
Right.
And then they sort of do the depth map thing on it. And then next thing you know, it's like, okay, now we have images that are really colorful that are linked to this algorithm of this 3D image. And then they can just sort of like computer it.
So it's all done on a computer.
Yes.
Like all of these, every single one?
Of the Magic Eye, yes, but previously the ones in the 70s, there were some hand-drawn ones as well.
Crazy.
But at this point, these are all computer generated. I think like I actually know. I apologize. I don't actually know if she was like drawing them and then scanning them into the computer, but I think it's all computer generated art. Like they're making it in the art. So remember, there's two arts. Right. There's the 3D image that's created, and then there's also the flat image that you're looking at, which is a repeated pattern.
Right, which is like the ones that look all psychedelic.
Yes. Which again ties back into so here's an example of like one of the more popular early ones that I'm sending you. All right. So that's a drawing of tropical fish.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Which they look watercolory. I don't know if this is like Photoshop or this is like a scan or something, but this is what I mean. This is where the weird algorithm shit comes in where I'm like, how do you even do this? But do you see how it's like, it's one image in a strip that's repeated over and over again, right?
Yep.
But so depending on the distance of the image from each repetition, your brain perceives it to be closer or further.
Yeah, I've definitely seen this one. What is the image in it? What am I supposed to see? But what's the one hiding? Oh, this is just the image. Okay.
No, I'm saying the image that's hiding in it is of a fish as well.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes the really clever ones. Yeah, you can't do it still.
These piss me off. Okay. You can see the thing?
Yeah, I can see them all. Because I'm a winner.
What? I feel like a bad visual artist.
It's okay. Sarah could never see them either. But Sarah, there is some percentage of the population that's not able to see them because they have eye focus issues.
I cannot see them. It's pissing me off. Okay, keep going. I just got so angry at that.
Anyway, so they start taking commissions because it blows up. One fateful commission they landed from American Airlines magazine, like, the in-flight magazines.
Oh, yeah.
Was seen by a Japanese businessman from Tenyo Company Limited who folded this idea into their product line, which already existed, which was magic-related merch. Like, they're just selling all these kind of magic-y stuff. So then it becomes Magic Eye. They start selling books. Then they got signed by Andrews McNeil.
Oh, yeah.
And quickly Magic Eye 1, Magic Eye 2, and Magic Eye 3 become New York Times bestsellers. And then it explodes. It's literally like we were saying at the beginning, it's every postcards, posters, cereal boxes, ads in magazines.
Cereal boxes.
Yeah. It's like Labubu is not even close to how much of the Magic Eye shit.
This was like the background to the 90s. Like, this is, I can't, I know exactly. It's like, so, but that's weird that it went away so quickly. You're right. Like it was like every single place that you ever go, it's like, look at this.
Yeah.
And then it just stopped and I forgot all about it.
Yeah. I think apparently it was also a syndicated comic strip, which I do not understand. Yeah.
I don't either.
And at their peak, Magic Eye was worth over $100 million as a company. Which is crazy.
That's nuts.
But Tom, of course, the former hippie, he's like, I've seen shit like the pet rock or like lava lamps or like, and he's like, it's going to be, he's like, it's a fad. He's like, it's not going to last. Nothing ever does. It's going to go away. Yeah. And eventually, like everything, it's not really like patented as much as people think. So like there's some cheaper ones, like the images don't get as sophisticated. And I think to a certain extent, it's just like you said, it's like the backdrop of all of the 90s. People are like, okay, we get it. Magic Eye. We don't care anymore.
We're done. I'm sick of this. Yeah.
And so at the peak, I think it was like right before 95, but then after 95 is when it starts to decline.
Yeah. That tracks.
Yeah. And that's right around, I think maybe because of OJ, all of a sudden everybody was too obsessed with OJ in the trial. And they forgot about
he was our new
Eye.
Magic Eye.
Yeah.
That white Bronco.
Should have done OJ Magic Eye posters this whole time.
Can you spot the white Bronco?
The Bronco. Yeah, exactly.
In this huge freeway full of cars. Got to find it.
Why don't we do that? Anyway.
Where's Waldo but OJ?
Oh, that would be kind of fun.
Spot OJ.
Where's Waldo is another reference that nobody understands. That's under the age of 35.
What? Really?
I don't think they do.
Makes me really sad.
I'm going to land the plane. It's okay. They probably know. Some people know about it. It just wasn't popular. So by 95, Tom sells his share to the partner, to Sherry. And the company is officially named Magic Eye Incorporated because it was like whatever subsidiary, blah, blah, blah before that. And even though sales started to decline, it never actually died out. Like over the years, Magic Eye had another resurgence in Japan. I guess multiple times it's been really super popular in Japan. And then they also have like a big crossover success in like advertising and like movie tie-ins. Like it still makes money even to this day. Like,
it's the perfect thing for ads. Like to make ads actually, what better thing to make someone stare at an ad for a long time?
Exactly.
Genius.
Sherry continues to make them. The Magic Eye website is up. Yeah, they're still doing it. And I don't know, Tom just hangs out and like watches Cheech and Chong movies all day or something.
Good for him.
Or listening to like
Tom, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Tom,
just enjoying his millions. The guy did it right. He made a bunch of cash, got out early, didn't become problematic and think that he should be in charge of the government.
Oh, man. Other timeline, the Magic Eye guy is the Elon Musk.
That's another Tom, like Tom from MySpace. Cashed out, made a bunch of cash. Didn't ruin it for everybody else. Just was like, yeah, I'm just having fun now.
Another down to earth Tom.
That's 2 for 2. Good for you guys. Anyway, That is my awesome tab on Magic Eye. I hope you now understand. You understand. It seems like you do actually understand the concepts of it. It's not that complicated. I just was worried about my ability to explain them.
No, you did a great job. Okay. I also a lot of it's just like one of those like second nature, like, oh yeah, art class. I learned a lot about how to see in art class, like the way to different levels of seeing.
I always say, I always tell people that when I saw the great Ed Catmull, your Utah professor boy.
He was never my professor.
Yeah. So he's from Utah, so he's your boy automatically.
He's my boy. Everyone, great. Yeah. That makes a lot of my boys that are really problematic.
I don't think Ed Catmull's problematic.
No. I'm just saying, like,
unless I'm missing something.
If everyone from Utah is my boy, then that's I got an army of. Anyway.
He has a really great book. It's Creativity Inc. If you've never read it, which
I haven't.
I recommend. It's a very good one. But when I saw him speak at, like, he came to USC or something at one point, and he was like, art school doesn't teach you how to draw. He's like, it teaches you how to see. And I was like, 100%. That's correct. I was like, that's really all it is. He's right.
100%. It really does. And then after that, you can go on and do things that are good, like that actually are worth putting in a portfolio. Like I go back and like look at like my art portfolio from college, and I'm like, oh.
Because you couldn't see, but that's also like people are like, how do I draw better? And it's like, no, you have to learn to see better. You have to
learn how to see. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Have you ever read The Zen of Seeing?
No.
Oh, it's good. It's all handwritten. The person hand wrote the entire.
Wild.
And it's all about seeing art and how to see. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, that's my tab on Magic Eye. I hope you guys all enjoyed it.
Incredible.
It was fun. It was really cool. The science is simple enough that I had a good time and didn't get angry.
Also, now I know where those came from. I had no idea that they were like rooted in computer algorithms. I just never thought about it.
I mean, I always knew that they were computer stuff, but I didn't understand the extent it was involved. But it was cool. It's back when tech used to be like fun and like wasn't new. And like innocent in a weird way. Like it wasn't predatory in the way that it is now. Like computer imagery and like
it was
AI
discovery.
Or algorithms and stuff. Yeah, it was just like, oh, look at what we can do to make something new that's cool, insteid of like, removing
how can we exploit
the labor force's ability to create capital for themselves. Anyway, do you want to count me down? I don't know what sound effect should we use for Magic Eye. I guess it should be like an acid trip. Yeah,
a mime.
Oh yeah, mime. Total silence.
How
about
a silent mime performance? Okay, you'll have to watch it to see. We're just gonna silently hammer them. Okay. Okay, ready? I'm gonna count you down, and you have to mime destroy it. Okay, 3, 2. Oh, sorry. Did I just see you do that? Oh, you'll have to go watch that video. Wow, that was
miming.
Intense.
Anyway, wonderful. Moving on to listener emails.
Yep.
You get to read something.
Hey guys, Scott G, your favorite digitization specialist here. I thought I'd share this tab I read years ago that stuck with me. Wayne's World flashback, he says in parentheses. You're a ship captain from the southern coast of Spain. Pompeii is still a century away. You're hired to sail to Rome with a cargo load of lead ingots, but along the way...
Lead, your favorite!
Yes, but along the way there's trouble. Your ship sinks. Oh no, all that cargo disappears into the Mediterranean.
Bummer.
2,000 years later, in 1988, divers find those ingots and bring them up. Submerged for millennia, all of the radioactive isotopes have decayed, and it's become the most valuable lead in history.
Whoa.
For scientists.
I love that you found a lead. I love the lead-based tab.
Sometimes lead is good.
Hannah, stop. You're salivating. I'm salivating. Please.
I love the feel of
Control yourself.
Lead flakes of lead paint on my tongue.
I've heard about mimes and lead in this episode. You're like, I'm going to need a minute.
Gonna take a break. Okay. The lead is now perfect for using to shield cosmic radiation detectors.
Whoa.
So the link is here, and there's a bunch of other ways that this lead is being used. Like it's like really valuable lead.
Can you make podcast mics out of them, of this lead?
You better.
I'm sorry, mic stands, not actual mic.
Can you make smoothies? More importantly. Love the podcast, and I hope you guys keep it up as long as you can. I look forward to new episodes. Keeping it Josie from Tricky Nixie's Soviet pool party drinking glass bottles of Pepsi. Scott.
Whoa.
That was a... Anyway, thank you, Scott. I would love this magic lead. If someone can get me even a bit of this special Roman ocean lead, I would be grateful. And if you also want to write in to us with an open tab, you can at 500opentabs@gmail.com. That's 500. You can find me at Lead Fanatic on Instagram, at Lead XXX69 on Instagram.
Lead Lady.
Lead Lady.
Hi, I'm the leading Lead Lady content creator on Instagram, Hannah Hillam.
Today I'm going to be seeing if I can drink lead. Okay, so
join me as I come to this lead.
This lead retreat where we just eat
this
lead.
Lead retreat. The vibes are really chill and there's lots of good lead. I almost
as my eye slowly falls out of my head from all the lead poisoning. I love lead. So what? Oh,
lead
you can
is
follow
my
me
love language. Love lead language.
Lead language. Lead language. Okay, you can follow me at Hannah Hillam, and you can follow you at what?
I'm at PermaFriends on Instagram and Covetarian on Blue Sky. Please follow us. Please share. Please subscribe if you haven't done so.
Please.
Additionally, in case you didn't hear about it from the previous episodes, we are now releasing an episode a week early if you are signed up for Patreon, which we are happy to report at the time of this recording that a bunch of people went and signed up. So don't be left behind. Go ahead and sign up for that new tier on Patreon where you can get the early release of the episode and get all the dumb lead-based jokes before everybody else.
There's going to be more.
Yeah. Don't forget, we're going to be in Seattle.
Yes.
At the Seattle Convention Center for Emerald City Comic Con, March 4th through the 4th? No, 4th? I think it's the 5th. It's a Thursday. Thursday through Sunday. I think it's 5th through the 8th.
Yeah. Come see us.
Come see us in Ernest Alley. We'll be there. I have some fun stuff that is not completed at the time of this recording, but maybe by the time this episode airs, I will have images that I get to put up on screen.
Exciting.
But we'll have exclusives.
I have new prints and new stickers because I'm actually doing comics every day now, or drawings every day.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
right.
actually have new stuff. So
as always, I don't know because we're recording this a little bit early in advance, but I assume that the people of Iran have not overthrown the horrible dictators that all need to burn in hell in the Islamic Republic. So keep Iran in your hearts. Free Iran. Thank you for listening, guys. And
thanks, everybody.
We will be back next week for more Mime Time.
Mime Time with Hannah and Kaveh. And I will see you at the Guatemalan Flat Earther tribute toilet.
I will see you at the pregnancy wing as a result of mimes being concentrated in one area and a lot of ladies just becoming pregnant based on vibes alone.
Oh,
hospital.
It's going to be insane and silent. Okay, bye, guys.
Very silent, yeah. Stupid.
We're dumb.